Onboard Naval Support Activity Mid-South in Millington, Tennessee, relieve the watch. Ladies and gentlemen, this order has been passed aboard naval ships from the 1500s through today. That's right, the Spanish, the French, the English, the Dutch. Yes, all the navies of the world have used the bosun, side boys, and call to bring aboard ships' officers and visiting officers, dignitaries, and VIPs. And it wasn't, they would haul on the ropes to raise or lower the boarding platform so that officers would not have to climb the rat lines that were hanging over the side of the ship and used by enlisted men to come aboard or to go ashore. And it wasn't uncommon either for the commanding officer of a ship to use the jolly boat, a crew of 8 strong backs, to send this officer to his shore retirement, home, never to sail aboard naval ships again. All hands on deck was passed. Speeches were made of great victories, raging storms weathered, battles fought upon the great open expanse of the 7 seas, and voyages to distant and strange lands with ports of call that others, they could only dream about. And then a rifle or a musket, a brace of pistols, or maybe, just maybe, a sea chest bound in brass and made of fine wood was presented to the officer to remind him of ships he had served on, officers he had served with. The bosun, he would stand tall beside boys. The retiree would step to the boarding platform requesting permission to go ashore. The gunner of the ship would fire a round from the ship's main battery. Boom! The officer sat in the stern sheets going ashore. In the late 1700s, the United States Navy set sail with new ideas, new goals to build upon these traditions that have lasted the test of time. The United States Navy led the way, we still lead the way, and we will always lead the way in providing honors to our crewmen. In the 1800s, enlisted men began to hold retirement ceremonies for their fellow enlisted. The commanding officer of the ship was even gracious enough back then to allow the jolly boat to take that enlisted crewman ashore one last time. And then something magical happened. After the Civil War, commanding officers of ships began to hold retirement ceremony for enlisted men to show the crew that our great Navy, and our incredible nation valued the contributions, the sacrifices, the time, the dedication, the professionalism that enlisted men gave, so many years ago. You know, time just doesn't allow us to do these customs and traditions of the past. But you know what? We still heave to, we still stop all engines, lay about smartly, and drop anchor to honor a man that's going ashore one last time. It is on this day, the 13th day of April 2012, that we honor the years, the guidance, the leadership, the love of his shipmates that he has freely given Jeff Lovell for 26 years of his life. And I emphasize, free. You know, we that wear the uniform, both past and present, we don't do this for the prestige. We don't do it for the money because you can't put a price tag on freedom. But by the grace of God, we do it for the honor that it truly is to serve the greatest country this world will ever know, the United States of America. For you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's the contributions of Jeff Lovell and millions of men and women that make us the land of the free and the home of the brave. Senior Chief Lovell, you do me a favor now, shipmate. Cover, step forward, and be recognized by your family, friends, and shipmates. Mateys, for many years, this man has stood the watch. While some of us were away at A schools, C schools, learning the tricks of the trade that make us so very valuable to our Navy and to our nation, this man was standing the watch. And while some of you in this room weren't even born, Senior Chief Jeff Lovell was standing the watch. He has stood the watch for 26 years of his life. While our families watch the storm clouds of war build upon our horizons of history, Jeffrey Dean Lovell was standing the watch. And yes, I know that he's often saw you ashore, going on various deployments, and you wanted him there so bad, but you supported him, and you loved him. And that's why he's standing here today after 26 years. Senior Chief Lovell, I am here to officially let you know that you are finally stand relieved. Relieved by those you have led, by those you have guided, and by those you have trained. To relieve the watch from Senior Chief Lovell is Chief Petty Officer Chris Fight. Chief Fight, relieve the watch. Side boys, post. Bosun, prepare to pipe the side. Our shipmate, Senior Chief Jeff Lovell, is going ashore. Will the guests please rise for the benediction?